Hey Gemini, we're going to be analyzing a 2v2 Heatseeker split shot replay. The overview on top and the stats are from an application called Carl, used for coaching, and the bottom will be the live replay. Are you ready?
Sure, you are analyzing a 2v2 Heatseeker split shot replay. The overview on top shows stats from an application called Carl, used for coaching. The bottom shows the live replay.
Yeah, that's correct. The rules to split shot 2v2 Heatseeker are you cannot touch any piece of the territory on the opposing team's side or you explode. Everyone has 100% boost. There's obviously two players on each side, but if your player drops, you don't get a bot. It's just you versus the other team. And then it's the other first team to 7. So given that, what might be some general strategy items to look out for?
Alright, the rules of this split shot Heatseeker game are that you cannot touch any part of the other team's territory or you explode. Everyone has 100% boost. There are 2 players per team. If a player drops, they don't get a bot, and it's first team to 7. Given that, some strategy items to look out for are to be very aware of your positioning so as not to touch the opponent's side and explode, to make full use of your boost since everyone has it, and to try not to leave your teammate alone since there is no bot replacement. Did I miss anything?
Nope. What do you notice about Bacon Swerve that you might give some coaching feedback for?
Okay, looking at Bacon Swerve, their speed is often relatively low in comparison to the other player, especially on offense. They also seem to be slow to react, which might be a cause of the low speed. Would you like any more feedback about their gameplay?
Yeah, please. Slow to react. Check. What else?
Alright, something else that stands out is that Bacon Swerve often seems to be positioning themselves out of the play, almost on the sidelines. They aren't really in a place to either receive a pass or to make a defensive save. They should try to get more involved in the center. Would you like any more feedback?
Sure. Let me give you a little bit of feedback on why. Often in these games, there's an aggressive tendency from a teammate, not all, but some, to be hyper ball chasing. And when that happens, especially with Heatseeker, because it's so fast paced and we have 100% boost, I get a little bit shy to get into the play. And right about here, I started to feel like it on that play. But it's hard to get that synergy with the teammate up front. So maybe some strategies before that's been solidified, how to play a little bit like that. Yeah.
Sure, so in addition to the slow reaction time and positioning issues, Bacon Swerve also has a tendency to not get into the play, possibly because they are a little shy. Their teammate tends to be hyper ball chasing, which, combined with the 100% boost that everyone has in Heatseeker, causes Bacon Swerve to feel like it's harder to get that synergy with their teammate. Maybe some strategies that solidify how to play a bit would be good. Would you like me to help with that?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay, considering that this is a 2 version 2 Heatseeker game, it would be helpful if you could solidify some strategies with your teammate. If Bacon Swerve's teammate is hyper ball chasing, Bacon Swerve could hang back a bit and play a more defensive role since they tend to position themselves out of the play anyway. That would allow for some more balanced play. Additionally, since Bacon Swerve's reaction time is slow, they could use the extra defensive positioning time to better analyze where the ball is going. What do you think about these ideas?
They're they're interesting. They're a little high level for me there. I mean, they make sense, but uh, I guess I'm trying to account for, the explanation of being a little bit passive and out of the play. I'm afraid of like getting too far into the ball chasing attack mode of the other teammate. But maybe I'm over reading the teammate. And maybe what is a good initial strategy if you don't know if your teammate's ball chasing or not, so that you can still be actively engaged, making a good play, but maybe staying out of the way of the other person having their fun. I lost you there. Well, that was a question that crashed, but this replay was the first test. We'll do more of these in the future.